What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video with your boy Thick Whips. Today I have my friend from Ravishing Rides. His name is Sean and he has a detailing business. We're gonna be giving the Supra a little bit of love. She's pretty dirty. There's also some little surface scratches here and there that I need to get cleaned up, and I think we're gonna end up using a lot of the Hydrosilex products. We're gonna use some of the recharge to reapply a little bit of ceramic. We'll do some interior work, a little bit of soap, a little bit of wheel cleaner, just kind of show you some of these products and how they work. And then whatever else he has in his truck, I'm gonna let him do his thing. If you guys are interested in a mobile detailing service here in Charlotte, North Carolina, I'm gonna keep his info down below. Make sure you check it out. His name is Sean, Ravishing Rides. He basically offers mobile detailing anywhere in the Charlotte area. So make sure you shoot him a message if you're interested in getting your ride looking clean. So let's go ahead and pull the car out. He's got his truck here. He's got all the stuff inside of it. He basically just pulls up to your house and details the car for you. I figured I'd show you guys the process because, dude, black cars, pollen season, you guys already know how it goes, man. It's absolutely filthy. Next car won't be black. But nonetheless, let's get this thing cleaned up. Today's Thursday. We have some car shows this weekend. I want it to look good. Gotta get the Supra looking good. All right, we got her out. You guys, this is Sean. Yo, Sean, say what's up with Ravishing Rides. So basically, he just comes out to you, man. He brings everything you need. Like, he's literally got the entire water barrel in his truck, like ready to go. Vacuums, pumps, all the products, everything he needs. He basically just gets set up wherever you are and starts detailing. So we're gonna be working with him today. I think we're gonna do a little bit of ceramic work, but the most part is just gonna be like a really good, thorough wash. You know, if you have a car show coming up, or you got like an indoor car show or something of that nature, an event, he's the guy to call. If you just don't have time to wash it yourself and get it really dialed in, you know, I usually just do like a simple soap wash and that's about it. I don't put a ton of time into it when I'm cleaning it, but every now and then it's just nice to have a full detail done on the car and just get it real set up so it's looking good. So that's when my boy comes through.
Yes. Taken care of today.
Yeah, and you guys have seen him on the channel before. He's actually got a mineral gray M4. He's also got it's a black E36 M3 or E46 M3, right? 46, yep. Yeah, so he's got a couple of he's got a couple M's. He's got a couple M's. Hell yeah.
Stay out of trouble.
Hell yeah. So I'm gonna try and help him when I can, but we're gonna let him get set up and then get into it. Should be good. Also, just to remind you guys, I have a discount code for all Hydrosilex products. I'll have it linked in the description. It is Thick April because we are in the month of April. If you're watching this video and it's another month like May or June, it's gonna be Thick May or Thick June. So yeah, great products. I've been using them for a little while now. Really, really like them. I feel like they're quality. I've been putting that ceramic recharge to the test and it's still lasting on my car. So if you guys are interested in any of their products, make sure you hit up their website. I'm gonna have a link down below as well as that discount code. Let's get into it.
I walk around, do an inspection, see what we're working with, see if there's anything that stands out. Scratches, marks, paint condition. See what's on the car. Is it tree sap? Is it pollen? Is it road grime? Is it oils? Yeah. What's going on? So with a black car, kind of got to look a little bit deeper. sometimes not. Like it's glowing green right now, so you know there's pollen on it.
That's nature's wrap.
It is nature's wrap, especially in the Carolinas. The pine curtain they call it, or something like that.
Curtain, yeah.
So we go around there, and then I usually look at like the rocker panels, the side skirts, the wheels, where you know where most of the dirt and contamination is going to be, to determine what type of decontamination we got to do. So if we got a clay bar, we'll clay bar. If we can get away with like a iron remover, Iron X, something like that, chemical decontamination, we do that. Everything we do, we try to eliminate touching the car. Yeah. The least amount of touch points, the better the finish is going to be.
Always better.
So we always start with a pre-wash, a pre-rinse, a spray down with the foam cannon. We'll rinse that off and then spray it again with foam before we actually go to the buckets and the mitts. We We want to eliminate as much dirt as possible without actually touching the car.
When I wash my car, I never use towels. The only thing that actually touches the car is the mitt, the soapy mitt, which I use like some kind of ceramic soap. But I never really touch the car. You guys see that when I dry it, I use that air blow dryer. And with the ceramic coating, you don't really need anything else, man. Just go ahead and wash the car. Use a good ceramic shampoo. Use a nice mitt. Make sure it's clean. Don't carry rocks around. He's got grit guards in his bucket, which is a great idea. But the general rule of thumb is you just, every time that you touch the car, you are marring the paint. So the least amount of touching the car, the better. You know, obviously right now in the Carolinas, it's kind of hard to see on camera. Cameras do a really good job of hiding a lot of dirt, but the whole car is like green right now. It's crazy. If you live in the Southeast, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The pollen is just insane in the spring. Oh yeah, getting that good.
Start with that Hydrosilex.
Yep.
Silica action.
And we're using that as in the foam cannon, right?
Yep, we use that in the foam cannon. I go a little bit heavy on my foam just because I'm gonna spray it twice. I want it to be nice, thick, that shaving cream.
Like these wheels get filthy, dude. Even with ceramic coating, like these wheels are a nightmare.
So now is the part where, you know, look at the wheels, inspect it, see how bad it is. If it's just, you know, brake dust, which
yeah, that's mostly what it is. That and pollen, you know.
Yeah. And then take out the wheel cleaner and the brush. We always start light.
Yeah.
So regular wheel cleaner. If it's still on there, we move up to an iron remover. If it's still on there, I got a secret weapon. I don't like using that though. I don't like using that. But it'll clean anything but leather. That stuff, that secret weapon stuff, it cuts through anything. Tree sap, like anything.
Oh yeah.
But that's like last resort.
You guys can see my ceramic is still clearly working. So this is that recharge stuff that we used. And man, it works. I gotta say it works. The whole car is like still extremely hydrophobic. All right, so now he's gonna hit the wheels. I think we're gonna use this wheel cleaner. Yeah. Iron remover. You get all the stuff off.
Yeah. So I wanted to see what it was made of.
I think it changes colors, doesn't it? When you put it on, it like changes colors.
So you can smell it.
Yeah, I can smell it.
When we spray it on, it'll turn purplish, reddish. Depending on what kind of dyes they put in there.
Yeah.
When it interacts with any iron particles.
Yeah, you can smell it. It's got like a real strong stench to it.
It's got that tinge.
All right, cool. I'm excited to see how this stuff works. It's nice to be able to do it like this because I can film it and then he can like show you guys while filming. It's much easier for me rather than trying to do both.
So yeah, with the wheel cleaner like this, you don't want it to dry, but you do want it to sit for a while.
Yeah.
Spray it on there heavy, let it do it, you know, just let it eat. And you see already on the rotor, you see it turning purple?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely an iron remover. They didn't really specify that on the product.
Oh, it stinks so much.
Yeah, it stinks so good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
But let it eat. And you see it's already interacting. I will say, it still has that, you know, iron remover tinge.
Yeah.
But it smells a little bit better than the other ones. Like they put a drop of berry something in there. And we'll help it with a little agitation. Because you got the hardware, so.
Yeah, that gold.
Work it in there a little bit.
This is definitely the cleanest these wheels will be since I first bought them.
Oh.
So I don't clean them like this.
That's all it takes, man. It's a little bit of time. Especially when you got a garage.
I know, I'm terrible with it though.
So like late nights when I get home.
Yeah.
I walk in the garage, I walk past the M4, and I'm like, this is trash. I go eat. I work on some other stuff, close out some invoices, and it's like, all right, it's 11 o'clock, let me get out in the garage. And I'm doing stuff like this. I'll bring out like the foam cannons. I was like, I can at least hit my wheels today. And then I'll work under the hood the next day. And, you know, just find my little projects until like Saturday comes around, it's time to cruise somewhere. It's like, all right, I'm gonna wash the whole entire car now after I did it piece by piece all week.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like this helps.
Oh, for sure. All that purple coming off.
Yeah,
That's
even
that's
on
the iron
concrete.
doing its thing.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's nasty.
So now we're gonna spray it down. You don't want it to dry, you don't want it to sit. Some nasty stuff, but it works. So we just sprayed that with an iron remover, which usually does a good job of removing any type of weak waxes or coatings or grease.
Yeah.
You still got beading on these wheels.
Yeah, I mean,
So this is gentle but strong enough. I mean,
yeah.
And they already look a lot better. They weren't bad in the first place, but look at that. You still got beading and protection on there.
Yep, ceramic is still on there.
All right, so that's a win right there.
See the beading.
So it didn't destroy the coating on there, but it cleaned it up. I mean, that's awesome. What more can you ask for?
Exactly.
Probably didn't even have to agitate it. Back wheels usually aren't gonna be as dirty.
Just a little bit thicker.
I was about to say, you got a little bit more surface area to work with.
A little more meat.
And like, this is like, if you're extremely lazy and don't want to deal with it, or your wheels are extremely dirty, you don't really need a wheel cleaner. Generally, it'll come off, especially if you got a pressure washer, man. All of this stuff will come off. But if you don't, just spend some time with a mitt. I got a dedicated wheel mitt at the house. Because every once in a while, I won't break out the pressure washer at the house. I'll just use a bucket.
Yeah, that's what I do. All right, he's knocking out this side. We just hit the other side. And then we will move on to the body of the car. Yeah, that stuff works though. There's just like red and purple coming out from all of the contaminants. I love his setup, man. It's like so functional. Like this is all you need. You know, like all you guys who want to like start a detailing business, there you go. Your water tank in there, all your towels, your vacuum, your blower, your generator. Like you guys can do this. If anyone else wants to start their own detailing business out there, I'm sure he's willing to give you guys tips too. If you're interested in starting your own, you know, hit him up on Instagram. I'm sure he can help you out. Any of you guys trying to get out of that 9 to 5 or just create a little supplemental income, great way to do it. I used to detail for dealerships, man. It was horrible. And the products were terrible. So now we actually have like good products and you can do it on your own, mobile. Great way to make extra money. So for all you wondering, what he's using right now is the Silica Soap. Now you can use this in a bucket or you can use it as a foam cannon. Look at that foaminess. Woo-hoo-hoo! Got everything washed down. I believe we're finished with the wash portion. Now moving on to the drying portion. We like to use the blow dryers. With all the ceramic that you have on this car, you don't really need like towels or anything. You just use a blow dryer and it takes care of all the water. Like the wheels have never been that clean. I definitely don't take that long to wash my shit.
So a car like this, Porsches, really any type of sports car, all these ventings, ducting, curves, Like, that's your worst nightmare, especially since we're gonna do the recharge on this. You don't want any water creeping out. Yeah, it's like always from under the mirrors, the door handles and stuff, but like, dude, that's an excessive amount of vents.
Yeah, this car does have a lot of vents, fake or real. There are places for water to sit. So, I mean, you guys notice that a lot with your mirrors, right? You got water that always comes out. Yeah, I mean, fast. All that water comes right off. Hey. See, that's why you get a blower, man. So easy. All that water comes right off. Still very hydrophobic. Like, all that ceramic is still working really well. So I'm gonna have to start using this more, because that was pretty impressive. That and a little brush, man. Get those wheels clean. One of those. That's what you need. Now, I'm gonna have all this stuff linked below, you guys, if you're interested. Remember, you get a discount on Hydrosilex website. I think it's like 25% off. Yeah, dude. Black car never looked so good. I don't even want to drive her anymore. Just keep it in the garage. Getting those tips. Let that gold shine. I never clean those. As hard as it is to keep this color clean, it looks so good when it's clean. Black is just like, oof. My gosh. All decontaminated, super, super clean. I'm gonna pull it in the garage and finish everything up here just because of the pollen in North Carolina right now. It's really bad. So I'm gonna bring it in the garage and finish it up here. Sheesh. Clean, clean. It's like a mirror. So we're gonna use a little bit of this recharge on the wheels right now.
You know, this stuff is very forgiving. You know, when you are used to ceramic coating stuff, you know, like we do with the actual products and letting it flash and everything, you gotta be careful about how you lay it down. Doing wheels, especially like this with something like a professional coating, it's a nightmare. But with this stuff, I mean, you can spray it on, wipe it off, and then if there's any high spots or any, you know, glossy spots, continue to buff it out, and it's forgiving. It's not gonna, you know, mess you up. It's kind of ceramic for dummies is what I'm calling it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you're not gonna get that longevity. You're not gonna get that, you know, year and a half, 2 years out of this, especially on wheels. Maybe 2-3 weeks, because we were just talking about it, the heat, just the amount of abuse your wheels are gonna face, especially if you're in an area where it rains or there's a lot of, you know, road construction, oil, dirt. And we're just talking summertime. Wintertime is horrible, especially in Charlotte. We get a lot of road salt just because we get a lot of ice. So that is terrible for the bottom of your car. So we'll come back and revisit this when we get ready to winter prep. That's a whole different ball game. That's a whole different monster. But there's a lot of things we'll be doing. But we'll lay this down and see how these wheels look after that.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get it. See how this gets tedious sometimes, but
Oh yeah, with all those spokes.
Yeah, it's worth it. In the end, it's definitely worth it. And if this stuff dries, again, don't worry about it. Even if you're doing this on the body and you miss a spot and it starts to dry up on you, worst case scenario, if you can't wipe it right off, you just spray some more down and then wipe it in. You won't get any high spots. You won't get any water spots or any weird looking things at all.
Yeah, it's way easier to work with this than your traditional ceramic.
So this is why this works well for me mobile detailing, because I can add a serious layer of protection versus like a quick detailer or a wax. But it works in the same vein as a quick detailer or a spray on wax. It's very simple, very forgiving. You know, a lot of these products are very similar.
But the one good thing that I will say about this, because everybody lives and dies by P&S Bead Maker, which is an awesome product. I use it as a drying aid a lot. And if somebody just wants a quick hit on their car, I use it. But this you can lay down on a hot car, a hot black car in the middle of the day in sunlight. It doesn't dry up and leave any type of real film. You can wipe it right off. It's awesome. Usually you got to work really fast or you stand getting some hazing from other products, quick detailers, express waxes. Not to say they don't work well, you just have to be smarter than the product you're working with, which is 90% of the reason why people call me to detail their cars. It's not always the product or the equipment that you have, it's the technique and knowing how to use the equipment. So just like that, this is coated. This will give us some good protection, gave us some good shine.
Yep.
And I wasn't sure how to interact with the matte finish on this, but dude, it just looks rich.
Yeah, it looks good. Look at that. Super clean.
Just gives it that wet look.
Yeah, yeah. Much more depth to it. And that shine is like on the lip.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Love it.
We're gonna let him hit the rest of the wheels, and then I actually just started vacuuming out stuff. You know, the interior, we were just looking at the interior, but the interior on this car, man, it's so clean, it's like brand new. Leather really doesn't need that much treatment. We might lay on some of that interior detailer because it smells so good. But other than that, it's already so clean, it's like, you don't really need to go too crazy. But if you are looking to clean up your interior, this interior cleaner that they have is really good stuff. One thing we were talking about with the rear diffuser and like the back bumper is, you know, if you run a lot of E content, like we run E50 mostly, it burns really hot. Like obviously the car loves it and it performs better, but E50 will burn super hot, and when that happens, you tend to get a lot of whitening like that. You can see on my diffuser. It'll actually just, you can see it just strips the ceramic right off the back. And so with a car like this, when I'm constantly running E, like, I don't know, I run like E50 probably 80% of the time, I tend to re-ceramic coat the rear end with like real ceramic coating. I probably do that once every 2 or 3 months. And the first thing that you'll start seeing is that the plastic starts to turn white. It like dries out and turns white like that. But you'll get it like all over. So you can see up top, it looks very dark and shiny. That's because I re-ceramic coated the entire rear end not too long ago. And you'll notice when you're washing the car that the water will just stop beating off. It'll just start to look puddly. So one thing to keep in mind, if you are one of those people that likes to run E50, you're gonna run into that a lot. Probably just reapply that ceramic coating, you know, once every couple of months, you'll be good. We laying on that recharge?
Yes, sir. So we're gonna do, I'm gonna try to do like a 50-50 to see if we can see a difference on the PPF ceramic coated car. I know on my car without PPF, when I laid it down on the fender, it was insane. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you feel it.
Whoa. You can't. That is insane.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Yeah, it's like glass.
Let's see the tile test.
There you go.
There it is. There's some proof, but
yep.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, man. All right, so we just finished up. She's like good, man. Super clean. We just did recharge on the entire thing, and it made a huge difference. So the thing looks like absolute glass right now. Went over the entire car. I did the interior. I actually used that ceramic interior detailer by Hydrosilex, and then some of the tire shine we put on. You see the tire shine isn't like too shiny. I like it just like this, like a little more matte, almost like OEM finish. It just keeps it from like dry rotting. But yeah, man, he did a really good job. It looks phenomenal. It's really good. Unfortunately with the pollen, probably gonna get dirty pretty quick. Appreciate your help, man.
It's always a pleasure. Like, I love this car.
So where can these guys find you? You want to like shout out all your business and everything?
Yes. So Instagram, IG, ravishing.rides. Simple. YouTube, same thing, Ravishing Rides. The YouTube is mostly me hanging out with this guy, but you know, we throw some detailing things on there, and most of you guys are in the car community.
you're not gonna need me to come out and detail your car or another detailer until you need like paint correction or something like that, maybe once a year type stuff. But hit me if you got questions, product info that you need, things, suggestions, techniques, anything that you need, I'm available for you. So that's ravishing.rides on Instagram, Ravishing Rides YouTube, same thing on Facebook. Never really on Facebook, but Ravishing Rides on Facebook.
Cool, man, I appreciate it.
But yeah, and if you do need detailing, same thing. Hit me on Instagram, we'll hook it up.
So obviously with my car, it's super clean. Like I didn't need a ton of work done to it. If you're out there and like your car needs the full treatment, like full ceramic coating, full cut and polish, he can do that too. What we wanted to show you guys today was just like a basic wash, which, you know, a lot of times, like if I'm busy doing other stuff and we got shows on the weekend, it's really nice to have someone like this that can come by and just handle it for you. You can just pay them for their services and they can take care of the car for you. It's clean, ready to go, and you can just focus on, you know, your work or whatever you got going on. But look, if you're someone that needs like a full-on cut, polish, clay bar, detail, ceramic coating, he can do that as well. So that's why it's really nice to at least have someone, one person that you trust with your car in the bag that can help you out. So like we said, you know, hit him up on his socials and he can assist. We also have the discount going on for Hydrosilex. It should be Thick April is the code. That should get you 25% off anything in the store. Pretty much all of the products that we used today were Hydrosilex. So, you know, they work. We've both been using them for quite a while now. He's actually gonna be stacking his entire car and business with Hydrosilex products because they just work. So thank you guys so much for watching though. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.